Hi, I'm Emma Bell and I work with people to shift their mindset so that they can be calmer, happier, more fulfilled right now. Now I hope you've carried out your call to action from the last video, which was to shift or broaden your lens so that your reticular activating system here takes in information which is both positive and negative so that it helps your relationship dynamics. So today what I want to talk about a little more is priming. How priming drives our own individual performance and the performance of others whom we lead, manage, are married to, are in relationships with, are in friendships with. So let me tell you first of all about the Rosenthal effect. Professor Robert Rosenthal from Harvard carried out an experiment in 1964 in an elementary school in South San Francisco. So he turns up at the school and he says to the teachers, I have this document which is called the Harvard Test of Inflected Acquisition. Sounds very grand. And he said this document will reliably predict which students in your classes are on the verge of an intense intellectual bloom. So the teachers keenly had the children carry out the test, and from the scores, Professor Rosenthal identified those children in each of the classes who were on the verge of an intense intellectual bloom. And he said, I'm going to come down every 3 months and just observe how the children are performing. And so he did that for a couple of years. And sure enough, those children exceeded the performance standards of the other kids in the classroom. And then Robert Rosenthal told the teachers that that test was made up, that the scores did not apply, those children were selected at random. And he said what caused the rapid acceleration of their learning and their performance was the way the teachers interacted with the children. They gave those children much more meaningful feedback, they set positive expectations in the children about their own performance, they smiled more at the children, they made more eye contact. That's called the Rosenthal effect. We get more out of people by positively priming them, we get more out of ourselves by positively priming them. But it doesn't stop there. Let me tell you about another study. A Canadian study carried out in 2006 with 220 female students. Now, all of those students were told that men had a 5% advantage over women in maths, but half of the group were told that that was because men were genetically predisposed to doing better in maths than women. The other half were told that the 5% advantage arose only because of the stereotyping that teachers applied to boys and girls in the classroom. Then the 220 students went off to sit an exam. And believe it or not, those students who had been told that they were genetically predisposed to doing worse than men actually did worse in the exam than the other females who were told that it wasn't a genetic disadvantage, it was just part of the belief system of the teachers who taught them. So you are constantly priming yourself every single day by how you think about your own performance, and if you lead or you're in a relationship where you've got the opportunity to enable others to grow, then you're constantly priming them for good or for ill. So remember that every time you communicate, make eye contact, give feedback. So your call to action is this: how can you shift from any negative priming that's going on in your own head about yourself or in your communication with others to a much more positive and focused priming? Now you'll see on the screen a button, please click on it, sign up, join our list, you'll get many more videos like this into your inbox, and if you love this then please share the video, let's spread the message. You can also hop on to emmajbell.com and you can get my book as a free download just now. It's called The True You, and if you love this stuff you're going to love that book. Have a great week.